Kick an active light for the potato clip for the week.
In Matthew 13, Jesus has two short parables about the kingdom of heaven. These will probably sound pretty familiar because Phil just talked about them last week. I want to read these real quick. The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure hidden in a field, which a man found and covered up. Then in his joy he goes and sells all that he has and buys that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant in search of fine pearls, who on finding one pearl of great value, went and sold all that he had and bought it. Jesus talks about the kingdom a lot through parables. And in Matthew 13 alone, he gives 6 different parables where he says the kingdom of heaven is like. I just want to look at one aspect of these 2 parables in Matthew 13, 44 through 46. That's the selling and buying aspect. See, in both the parable of the treasure in the field and the valuable pearl, Jesus says the natural reaction to this treasure is to sell all you have and buy it. But you do it out of joy. As I thought about that, my mind went towards like a bartering system where you're trading something in for something else. And obviously, we're trading something in for something that is of more value. You never want to trade down. So that's how I was thinking about the kingdom of heaven. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that's not what Jesus is saying at all. Is that how you view God's kingdom and your citizenship in it? That you traded up? You were a good person in the past. You were raised right. Maybe you were even raised in the pews and you had a pretty good perspective. You thought about spiritual things and all of that. So all you had to do was trade up, really. That's not what Jesus says. Jesus is describing an all-in, give up everything for the kingdom type of transaction, not a bartering, trading in type of transaction. I'll tell you the problem if you look at it as trading up. You know it's always there. You know the old way, the old person, the old things you used to do, it's always there. You can always go back. But if you look at the kingdom and your citizenship in it as you sold it all, your old way, your old man, everything, like you sold everything just so you could have the kingdom. There's no trading back. It's not that easy anymore. So the person you were, the things that meant the most to you, the way you treated people, how you spent your time, everything else needs to be sold away. You need to give it up, you sell it, say see you later, leave it in the rear view. Then you can have the kingdom. And it's not like God is offering this because they're of equal value. They're not of equal value at all. What you have to sell and give to the Lord doesn't compare to the kingdom, but he'll overlook the discrepancy. His kingdom is worth so much more, but he still gives it to us. So here's my encouragement today. Don't hold on to those old ways. Don't try to be the same person. Don't hold on to the same way of thinking. Sell it all. Leave it behind for the kingdom. You're not just trading up to have the kingdom. You're selling all you have and laying it at the feet of our Lord, and then you can have the kingdom.